how to pass your driving test. No games, no gimmicks. Let's see what the hype is actually about. Statistics and do this, do that. Hold on, let me skirt off that bit. Hold on, So if you want to pass your driving test, I'll be honest, this is what you have to do. Honestly, it's not hard. I see a lot day to day is struggling to pass their driving test. Like a lot of people on a day to day is struggling to pass their driving test in the UK. And honestly, it's not very hard. I think it's all to do with mindset. You know what I mean? It's all to do with my mindset. So these are my 5 things or more. I'm not really going to keep track. It's my 5 things or more that's really going to help you guys pass your driving test. That's if you want to pass, you know? Because having a car, having freedom, yeah, it feels great. Honestly, it feels great. So let's get to it. So the first thing, I'll be honest, is confidence. I'll be honest, the first thing is confidence. You should not be getting into a car if you do not feel confident. No way, how are you gonna get in a V and you're not confident? It doesn't make sense. It's very simple. First things first is confidence. Like, what are you telling yourself? Are you comfortable turning the corners? Are you comfortable, you know, looking left, looking right? Are you comfortable switching lanes? Are you comfortable going the national speed limit? Are you comfortable, you know, knowing what your mistakes on the road, you know, little things like this, like you need to know day by in, day by day out. Second thing, to pass your driving test, you need to buy a car before you pass your driving test. You can keep spending money on instructors. That's what I did too, but I spent money on instructors and I bought my car. I was driving my car 2 months before my test. So it just makes you, like I said, it's really going back to the first thing. It's literally letting you to build that confidence, literally telling you like, listen, I'm going to pass, I'm buying my car. I'm not buying my car if I did it. So it's definitely just about you developing that confidence. So buying your car, because the more lessons you get in your car, you're gonna be comfortable because you're not using an instructor's car, you're using your own car that you bought with your hard-earned money. So who's gonna tell you different? Get someone that's obviously accompanied by you. Yeah, you know, I don't know. You know, get someone that's accompanied by you. If not, then, you know, you could do it illegally like I did sometimes, then I did, but I'm covering my back. So, you know, that's a lie. That was a lie. That was a lie. But yeah, but let's guys listen. At the end of the day, there's no great feeling of being legit and driving. So second thing is buy that car. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy. My car, you know, it's a Vauxhall Astra. You know, it is, the car does have sports mode. Not bad, it's a nice car. I'm gonna get the car tuned this Friday. So honestly, it's nice. I don't wanna get my number plate in there so you guys can do your digging. But yeah, you know, honestly guys, it's nice. So yeah, it is very, very nice, to be fair. What I'm gonna tell you next is, I'll be very, very honest. When you're in that test, you need to check your mirrors. You need to check your mirrors. And I mean, you need to overly check your mirrors, because if you don't overly check your mirrors, honestly, you're done for. You always need to check your mirrors. Always, always, always. Because if you're not checking your mirrors, it's a big no-go. Because remember, these driving it like these, the DVSA or the DVLA, whatever you want to say it, is they want to make sure that you're looking over your shoulder, you're looking for the people like around you. It's not about, oh, I'm driving and you're only worried about yourself. It's worried about people behind you, because if you guys really think about it, this car is a machine. It's nothing crazy. You know, I can even move the car with my bare hands. Like, it's nothing crazy. You know, I feel like the car is nothing crazy, but at the end of the day, any car that you're in, it is a machine and it can kill someone. So you got to be very, very careful. I think that's what a lot of people don't think. A lot of people think driving is a game. To me, it is a game, but I feel like at the same time, when you're driving, you can literally kill someone. Another thing that I would list down to pass your test is make sure that you're talking with the examiner. All right. Now, what people may think, for an example, so when I was doing my driving test and I was in, you know, my driving test, cool. And when I was driving, I was very much like this. I dropped my whole ego, my seat was all the way to here. And I was like, so are we turning left here? We're turning left here? Yeah, we're turning left. Okay, see you. Okay, are we turning right here? We're turning right here. Okay, cool. And it could be a thing about anytime I got to like a red light, I always said to the examiner, like, I was like, do you have kids? You got kids? How many kids do you have? Oh, you have 3. Oh, that was very nice. Like, build conversation, because that examiner is literally the person that's gonna either decide if you have to wait another 6 months, because in the UK it's bad. That examiner is gonna literally decide if you wait another 6 months, or if you pass your test on that day. So that's another thing that you have to do, and make sure that you're doing 1,000%. apart from all the statistics, apart from do this to drive your driving test, honestly, have confidence in yourself. Anybody doing their test out there, wherever you are in the world, have confidence about yourself, because if you don't have confidence that you're gonna smash it, you just won't. So it's about talking to yourself the night before. It's about you knowing that, wow, they wouldn't have told me to book my test if I couldn't drive. So honestly, guys, do it, enjoy it. Honestly, getting your license, it's an absolute blast. I've been driving absolutely everywhere in this little Vauxhall Astra. It's just a startup car. My next video, I'm gonna talk about prices. Who the fuck is this Donnie? Need everyone to like, comment, subscribe, or you're gonna be fat in the next 2 days. Later. I'm gonna crash the camera. Oh shit.